Intel had its best day of the year today after reports said the chipmaker is working with advisors on strategic options to turn around the company. Joining us now is Ed Snyder from Charter Equity Research. Ed, welcome. So you say unless the company, unless Intel ditches Gelsinger and gets a reformist CEO from the outside, the company's in trouble. But Gelsinger is the reformist CEO from the outside. So what's next?
No, he's not. He was born and raised in Intel. He did another company on the outside, and he came back. And we've been doing this a very long time, something like 22 years now. We've had a ringside seat to the decline and fall of other giants like Nokia and RIM and Motorola, and long before they fell into trouble. And there's a pattern that gets established for a well-established company that's been successful for a long time, where they tend to deny the reality of the situation and try to put it off as long as possible. I'll tell you this, from the very first conference call that Gelsinger was on, I mentioned to my clients and to my associates that this is going to be really bad because he didn't come in, and I'm not just picking on him. If you've seen this repeatedly, a reformer CEO comes in there, has no ties to what's been going on. You would have thought that would have been his case, but he didn't. He basically praised the previous management, and he just took the playbook they had and continued to run with it, and you can see where that's led him. Intel, since that peak, is down 30% revenue, 95% in earnings, and most importantly, its data center, which is where all the money is these days, is down 45%.
Wait a minute, I gotta ask you, in what way did Pat Gelsinger continue the playbook of previous management? I mean, the criticism, as I understand it, of Gelsinger, and I do understand it, is that he was very radical and poured all of this money into keeping Intel's design and manufacturing together and kind of throwing out some of the older playbooks, moving faster than some people might have advised. So would you break up the company and have them, I don't know how they would capitalize a manufacturing business if they didn't attach it to the design business?
You can, and this is where you get into the details of what Intel's done and where they wound up, how they wound up where they were at here. Their manufacturing assets had a 3-year lead over everybody else, including TSMC, in the early part of this, late part of last decade, early part of this decade. And what Gelsinger basically did is says, we're just going to continue with Moore's Law. What he did is said, we're going to spend more. We're going to do 5 nodes in 5 years. And basically dance with the one that brought us. But it was evident to just about everybody in the industry, both the manufacturers and, most importantly, the companies that used foundries, that you were getting to the end of Moore's Law, and the time required to catch up and the effort and the money required to catch up was stretching enormously. That's why you saw, for example, the tick-tock system of Moore's Law that was supposed to be every 18 months is stretched to 3 years now. And so throwing that kind of money at it that late in the game was probably down a hole because TSMC and Samsung were already leading, and that's where we are today. More importantly, really, when you get down to it, is Intel is incapable, in my opinion, from looking at the whole history and understanding TSMC well, incapable of being a foundry. If you've been involved in the space, and we knew lots of companies that got bought by Intel and lots of the guys who left Intel, look at the record of M&A. I'm not picking on M&A as a sign of this. What I'm saying is Intel's culture is, we're Intel, we know what's best, shut up and do what you're told. And that's why almost every one of their M&A actions has failed. That's why they got out of it. Infineon, McAfee, we could list them. The same thing applies to their foundry business. Their factories are really designed for the specific product they're building. So if you're building, an I-Core server, chip, that's what it's designed for. And then the few folks we've talked to about working with them at Foundry, they don't have the tools, they definitely don't have the customer service, they don't have the culture to support a Foundry. So a Foundry is a lot more than just the technology, and they don't have it. And so he's pouring a ton of money into that, and that's not going to go anywhere.